just kind of ups the ante a little bit.
Yep.
I know I'll never see any of that prize money. I'm not going to win the thing, but it just gives
Hey
people
man,
more.
we'll whip you in shape. We got this. Oh, there's the devil.
Look who it is. It's the professional yapper. Okay, what's up, everyone? We're back with another episode of the OK Arm Wrestling podcast. Today, right now, we have Tommy Smith. We may have one or two others join us kind of as we go along. But you're stuck with us two right now. Tommy, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? Doing great. Just got done working out in the gym earlier.
Yeah.
Had some work, and now I'm chilling here with you.
What'd you hit today?
I did chest and back. I like to do
Okay.
those two together.
They're at
And
that
then,
newer place there in Oak.
yep, started going to a new gym. It's expensive, but it's freaking nice.
Bro,
Probably one of
one
the
of the
nicest gyms I've ever been to. It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. One of I mean, it's probably hands down the nicest one I've been in. It's crazy.
Yep.
The
A little
dumbbells,
push
the
pull
machine.
day.
Yeah. No. Cool beans, man. I just left. Just got back home from the gym, did little shoulders, trying to get my have you ever um messed with like an assault bike?
Is that the one with like the big fan or no? Or which
Yeah,
one?
where it's like you're going with your hands
Yeah.
at the same time. Bro, I
Yep.
did some of
Those are
that.
rough. Those are rough.
Kicked my ass.
Yeah.
Now I know why they do it in the CrossFit games
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's freaking gnarly.
It is rough.
But yeah, I'm trying to get my cardio back up because I was this weekend, this last Easter weekend, I was playing with my nephews
Hmm.
out of breath very quickly. It was bad. It was bad. Okay, well, we can get kind of started here. Um, just got a few kind of broad topics we can talk about tonight. Did you see anything that stuck out to you? I know neither of us went, but did you see anything that stuck out to you from that Shawnee practice this last weekend?
I saw some stuff that Robert posted because he was there. He did some videos and stuff. There was a super match between the Winter Soldier, as he calls himself.
Yeah,
Actually, forgot his
yeah.
name. That's all I know him by. Winter
Jackson
Soldier
something?
Jackson. There we go, Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, he had his first ever match. He's been training. He had a break a while back, but he's been coming back. He's been training. He's like a 130-pounder guy, but he's been
Yeah,
training
he's
hard.
smaller.
He just had to get some experience. He just hasn't got
Right.
used to the whole ready goes thing. So it was a good eye opener for him, I think. And I
I
think he'll.
think that's like the best way. Like, I think if you start out winning, that's bad. You need to
Yeah,
start out losing.
yep. I'm a prime example of that. Our pro
Same.
record's like 5 and like 20 or something. I don't know, something
Yeah.
like that.
No, my very first ever tournament in June of 2014, I won. So I was kind of high on the horse after that. But then after that, I went on like a year and a half, 2 year dry streak after that.
You
It was rough. So I think it's good like that to start out
Besides
losing.
that, Steven, of course, looks super freaking strong. I saw
Yeah.
some footage of him and Elijah pull in.
Yeah.
Elijah's a pretty dang strong dude.
Yeah.
He's up and coming, like he's newer in the sport, just like Steven. Steven's even newer, but still really strong and has some respect of people around the local states. So whenever they saw Steven doing that to Elijah, they were like, "Who is that guy?"
Yeah.
Steven's super strong. I pulled him once, and it's been a while, but he's super strong.
Um,
Uh,
where is that Elijah guy from, you said?
I think he lives in like eastern Oklahoma, or no, maybe somewhere in like southeast Oklahoma. I think because I know he used to go to a lot of some table Texas practice. I think in like
Okay.
I want to say Naples or something like that. I'm not sure. I know he trains with some shoot some Arkansas guys too every now and then. So he kind of lives like
Oh,
close to like
okay.
that border. Yeah,
Gotcha.
he's
Gotcha.
he's been traveling a lot. He's been taking it super seriously, and I think he'll be turning some heads. He already is, but he'll be turning some heads on the pro scene very soon.
I remember him. He was kind of sitting at the table with us last April at the Brothers in Arms thing, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Where that Jackson kid, how long has he been in it?
He I want to say like at least a year and a half, maybe
Okay.
2 years. I want to
Is he
say
just from city area?
yep. Yep.
Okay.
I met him he went to Al's. I think he goes to Al's like every week almost. I
Okay.
think, but
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Super dedicated
Um,
kid, man. If he
yeah,
sticks with it, he'll be good.
yeah, cool. Um, Trying to think of anything else that I saw. I mean, props to Robert though, getting all that together.
Mm-hmm.
We need
And
more of
of
those big
course,
ones.
see, we seen Keegan peeking at pinning Adrian lefty. You know,
Yeah,
Keegan's getting massive, dude. Oh my gosh,
yeah.
I'm not used to seeing him like that. I
Man,
mean,
I
he's still. I
remember
mean,
I remember when that kid, he was at 154 when I first met him.
yeah. I was say every time I pulled with him, he either competed at 176 or 198 most of the time,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
he could make 176 and do both or something. But
I remember the first time I ever seen him, I don't think I talked to him that day. I'm pretty sure he was at the state fair tournament and it was like September of 2015 was the first time I saw him.
yeah,
And
his arms are so massive, even for a smaller guy. Dude, his arms are huge.
yeah, he's
Uh,
always been stupid inside. Once upon a time
yeah,
when he was lighter than me, I could kind of hang with him. But ever since he's gotten heavier and above my weight, man,
yeah.
that
If
guy's a
I ever
minute.
let him get into that hook, dude, I can't get out of it. There's no way, no way.
He's one of those that I feel like kind of a hobbyist, almost like RVJ. Like in
Mm-hmm.
RVJ's kind of low periods, but like when he comes back
Yeah,
into it, he's still dominant.
yeah.
If he was ever super consistent
I
with
didn't
it.
get to see any pulling a Bryce. I bet they're probably trying to keep that, under wraps since he's, world
Right.
like top of the country could be potentially level, lefty. But
I mean, was that 2 summers ago when Bryce pulled Jaggers?
yeah,
Was
I
that
guess not. Dang, it was that long. Yep, it
summer
was.
22?
Yep, from summer 22, I believe.
The
That's
In
crazy. It
the
was that
hook
long.
rankings on Facebook, he was in the top 20 lefty.
Yeah, they kept him there. I don't. He may still be. I don't know. I don't know if they've updated it or not.
Who knows, man?
Oh,
His
he's
left is
been.
crazy.
He's starting to get more active, I think. So we're
Yeah.
gonna see more from him. I'm excited. He's super good. Fresh off
That's
the couch, he went to an event not too long ago in
yeah.
Texas,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's right.
he was just there to compete. And for the super match, Ryan Canada, oh my gosh, Ryan, the like number two lefty
SB.
in North
SB.
America, SB. Yeah, yeah, he couldn't compete lefty because he hurt himself right in a match with
Yeah,
Texas
that's
number
right.
one Robbie Burnett.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they asked Bryce Halton, just jumped right in, did a lefty super match with like the top left-handed guy in Texas, and he ended up winning 3-0.
That's
That's
crazy,
crazy.
man.
Yeah, and then went on to go undefeated in the tournament as well.
He's another one that if he stayed in it consistently, he would be top five probably in the nation
Yeah,
if he
I tell
stayed
him
with
that
it.
he's so humble too.
Oh
It's
yeah.
uh,
He's him and JJ both are two of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. His
yeah.
brother. And Bryce is around our age, I'm pretty sure. He's pretty young.
Yeah, I think so. That's that's wild.
Right, right. How relevant he is. And I mean, same way with
uh,
Sartori. He's
yeah,
me and
he's
him
the
are the
same
same
age.
age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a little bit older than me, but same age as you.
Me and
30.
him graduated in 2010.
Yep.
He's like year wise, I think he's probably about 6 months older than me. But yeah, that's crazy.
Hmm.
um, can't think of anything. I messaged someone else that maybe I don't know if they'll answer. That was at the
Yeah.
practice. But for now, how are you feeling training wise? Is everything coming together?
I mean, I'm still pretty early into it. I'm just trying
Right.
right now. My whole entire goal is to just work on mobility, feeling better, and get table time when I can. I haven't really started my arm wrestling like training back yet,
Right.
per se. Right now, I'm just trying to get my bearings back in the gym because it's been a while.
I
And my
feel
number
you.
one goal is to feel better and just work on mobility.
Yeah.
My
Just
mobility is very bad.
just gotta
Yeah,
kind of work up
yeah,
from the ground level again, kind of build that base strength, right?
yeah. I
Yep.
will start doing some light arm wrestling stuff just to kind of get back into it. I mean, I just still
Right.
do banded stuff every now and
Yeah.
then, like just to condition my tendons and stuff. That's why that last practice we had, it didn't bother me at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I really wasn't that sore.
That's good, man. Just going through the motions like that helps, even if it's not at like max effort the whole
Hmm.
practice.
Just gonna
I think,
ease my way back into it because I have a habit of jumping in too fast
yeah,
and just going
yeah,
ham.
yeah,
2 weeks of rehab, then I'm like, all right, I'm back where I was. Let's
yeah.
go.
Right. No, I feel you. Your mind wants to just go at it, but
Yeah,
then your body kind of pulls the reins back.
yeah.
That's how I dealt with my wrist basically all last summer. It would start
Mm,
to feel better, and then I'd be like, okay, I'm good to go, and then hop back in the weight room and then just mess it up. I'd be out again.
yeah,
Patience, man. This sport teaches you patience, if nothing else.
it does. So, I'm excited to
Um,
compete again though, so we'll
yeah,
see.
that's I was gonna ask, are you thinking about doing the one in April?
I
The
thought
budget
about
one?
it. I don't know. I'd maybe just do left. My
Yeah,
right's okay. My right's not bad actually, but the endurance sucks. But my right, like fresh, is not too bad. It's actually kind of
yeah.
strong.
No, it felt stupid strong. It didn't feel like you
Yeah,
ever left the table that practice a week ago.
yeah. I might do left. We'll see. If I asked off now, I can get off that day, and I could go. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I don't want to jump in too fast.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I try not to do amateurs anymore with my left because I don't know. I feel like it's at a level now where you know people in the I don't know. I'm not trying to like say I'm like super strong, but I'm just
right,
saying I'm
right, right.
my left is good enough to where I think most amateurs, I could beat. Maybe some freaks, maybe, but I could start to hang with some pros left now, so I want to just
No,
challenge myself there.
for sure. Like a
I may
year
not win, but
ago,
I can maybe be competitive.
yeah, no, a year ago, you were right there in the
So
mix with that kind of probably 3 to 8 range. I think you were right there in there with them.
I think so. I was training hard for it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe we can both get back into it this year after we just kind of dip our toes back into it.
Yep.
Um, let's see what my list is. Do you know of any, have you seen any other events come up that are like after April?
Uh-uh. I know most. I don't think they're doing the big one in Hinton this year, are they? I don't think they are. For some reason,
I
I heard
don't
that they're
know.
not.
I mean,
I think
honestly, I
they're.
wouldn't blame them. Their attendance keeps dropping every year.
It hasn't been great. They did just do one day, I think, last year, but still,
Yeah.
even then, nobody wants to go to Hinton.
And it
Uh,
just, that one seems like it always drags on pretty
yeah, it
bad.
does. But I want to say I don't. I want to say I saw that they're not having it, but I don't know. I've been out of it for a while.
Yeah.
Other than that, I know that Brothers in Arms does at least two more for the year, like one in Chickasha, one in Enid that they started doing last year. And then they may do another super match deal, from what I heard. And I think they are going to, but I don't know when.
That one, they usually do the one in Enid's in about July, right?
I think so. I think that
I
one's in the summer.
pulled, yeah, in 22, I think I pulled that one. So 2 summers ago, I pulled that one up there. I didn't make it last year. I had other stuff going on, but
Hmm.
no, they they've come a long ways in their promotion of things and their just
Because the
events. Like
Chickasha
everything
one they
keeps
do
growing.
around the Halloween time, I think.
Yeah,
There was like a festival or something, and they do it around that time. I want to say
yeah,
it's around October or something like that.
and their super match thing last year was in August. I pulled that one.
I don't know. Did Al do his? I didn't get to go to a lot of stuff this last year because I was hurt. But did Al do a tournament last year too? I know he did the year before and the year before that. I don't think he did last year.
I don't think he did one last year. You're right.
Yeah.
Um,
So potentially three, four more Oklahoma ones this year. So we'll see.
yeah, yeah. So that kind of brings me to an idea that I've been tossing around in my head for a few years now. But then this last weekend, did you happen to catch any of the that 176 round robin that they did?
No, I saw some of it, and I know who won. I believe right. Like it was Hunter, right?
Yeah, and
Who was it?
I mean, he's a 154 guy. He won the 154 round robin earlier
Yeah,
this year.
he's a freak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, I didn't see a whole lot. So, which I
Um,
not usual. I usually watch that stuff. It is great
right.
stuff, but I was working and I guess I got distracted. I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
I just because they did a right and a left, and I watched the right. I noticed on the left, Justin Bishop pulled it,
mm,
which is good to see him back on the table. But anyways, kind of got sidetracked. But that is my idea. I want to do a 176 round robin for Oklahoma.
I think that'd be awesome. There's a lot. I think like right like there's quite a bit.
To me, I think the top two are clear cut. In my mind, it's going to be Jeff Hale, number one, until he stops arm wrestling.
Hmm.
And then behind him, I would put Corey Johnson.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, Corey.
Um, and then I think three and four, it's kind of a 3A, 3B. I would put Brody Perkins and Isaiah kind of right there with each other.
Hmm.
Um, they pulled last year at the Brothers in Arms. I don't quite remember how that shook out.
Isaiah went right through him. I remember.
Is that what happened?
Yep, both.
I
Like I think
couldn't
he even twice. I think.
I couldn't quite remember.
Yeah, he went
Um,
right through him, and then he beat the Psycho Cody.
Vanderwood, yeah,
He beat him twice in the once during the like the normal deal, and then again in the finals.
you're right. Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm glad you jogged my memory on that. I was trying to figure that out the other day.
he got Brody too. Because Brody kind of pulls in where Isaiah is really strong, and Brody's really strong too. Don't get me wrong, he's
Yeah,
really technical.
yeah,
But if
yeah.
you go into that like cupped like where Isaiah gets that hand control, dude, oh my god, that kid is so strong.
No, it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
Like
it's insane.
before that
I don't
tournament
dare do
last
it with
year.
him at all.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, most supers don't dare do it with him.
Uh,
And that's
uh,
what's crazy. Um, but to me, after those kind of four guys, I don't think there really is like a clear 5 through 10.
yeah,
Um, and that's kind of what I want to fill out because there's really never like we've always known who the top two or three guys are. But there's never been a clear top 10, and that's kind of what I want to get shaken out. So I'm gonna try to start getting some thoughts together. I did a little solo video on this the other day that I was gonna put out, but
yeah.
I want to try to get something like that going on maybe this summer. June, I don't really know if there's
I mean,
anything going on.
there's probably some Tulsa dudes that have been just under wraps training too that
Yeah,
are just gonna
that's
come
what
out of
I'm
nowhere.
that's what I'm saying. There's probably so many
uh,
guys that I don't know of.
some
Um,
freaking 18 or 19-year-old just kid that's been
yeah,
training up there just gonna
yeah.
come up and just wipe everybody. You don't know.
Well, that's kind of the point
uh,
of it is to get the
uh,
guys out there that we don't know of.
yeah,
Um, I mean, I put myself in there, obviously in the mix. I'd put Josh Ball there in the mix.
yeah, yeah. Easily
Um,
176er, I think.
so there's three guys on the Brothers in Arms 176 list. Um, one of them's Isaiah.
Hmm.
Um, Lane Tippy. I've just heard
Yeah.
the name. I don't
Hmm.
necessarily know him. But I'm pretty sure the last tournament I saw him, he pulled 198, I think.
I think so. Yeah. I remember
Um,
him. Yeah. I remember his
then
dad
there,
too. His dad's pretty dang strong.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, and then there's another guy I don't know who he is. Um, so I'm about to make a clip for a promo here. So let this be an open invitation for all you 176ers out there in Oklahoma. Let's get together and do a round robin.
Do it.
Let's get
I
it
think that'd be
figured out.
awesome.
Let's fill out this top 10. I ain't calling anyone out. I ain't got nothing against any of y'all. I just interested to see who fills out that top 10 in the class. So let's get together. Let's get something figured out. Now that's how you cut a promo right there,
Yes,
ladies and
sir.
gentlemen.
I want to cut.
But no, for real, I think that could be pretty dope getting something like that together.
Yeah.
I'd
Be
like to
sick.
hold it centrally located somewhere in OKC, just so it's kind of central for us out here, Southern Oklahoma, Tulsa. That way, no one having to drive more than 2 hours. Um,
Yeah.
I think that would be something cool to hold at Al's place if he'd ever be down for something like
I
that.
think he'd love that. Yeah. I mean, I haven't talked to Al in a while. Haven't been there. I used to go there all the time, but I think he would love that.
Um,
I mean, he just wants to promote, and he'll probably let you use his bracketing system too.
yeah, yeah. I would need it for a round robin because that would confuse the heck out of
Yeah.
me trying
Yeah. I
to
would not
figure
know
that out.
where.
Um, but kind of going back to that, I would even throw like because like we said a while ago, that Hunter guy, he won the 154 and the 176 round robin.
Yeah.
So why not throw a guy like David Ebers in there with us? Because he's competitive with everyone in that
Oh
class.
dang! I didn't even think about that. He'd love that too. He would do it.
Um, yeah, because I mean, I don't want to exclude those guys if they're competitive with the 176ers, then why not throw them in there?
Yeah.
Um, And even with that, I mean, you could throw Brody and Isaiah in there. I mean, they would kick all our asses, but it would at least kind of solidify their spots at
And
3
a
and
round
4.
robin, you never know. I don't know.
Yeah,
It may. I don't know. You never know.
because a guy could that ends up 10th could
Like
end up.
say Isaiah and Corey have a war or something, and then the
Yeah,
next, they're tired the rest of the freaking round
yeah,
robin. You never know.
yeah. Those are my 2 wins. I've had 2 wins on Corey Johnston in tournaments just because I got him after he
I think I remember
was
that.
tired. But
Was it
that
that
was
round?
kind of
No,
early on
maybe that's.
before he really kind of
Oh, okay. So I think I
was
remember you
20
sneaking one on him, hitting like 2 years ago or something. Maybe.
2018, 2019, I think were
Okay,
the
that's
two
before me.
years.
Never mind.
Um, it's crazy to think back that I've been doing this that long.
Yeah.
Uh, but no, I think that'd be dope, and I think it'd be dope to do it for the rest of the weight classes as well.
Hmm.
Um, it's just that we do kind of have a little more clearer picture on the 198s and the supers. Um, it's just the 176ers. Lots of ghosts in this class that kind of appear and disappear.
I think it'd be a
Um,
great thing. Kind of like put things in perspective. We're like, oh dang, these guys are that good. I don't know.
yeah,
I think it'd be cool.
and it put people on kind of clear trajectories. Like I don't know about necessarily calling people out, but like if you're sitting at, let's say you're sitting at 10, you know who 9, who 8 are. It kind of gives you kind of targets to aim for within the class.
Yeah.
Um, but that was just an idea that I've had. Um, I don't know. We'll see if anything comes of it. You think Curtis is going to make it in? What's your bets?
I don't know. I tagged him a second ago. I don't know. And then I will in a minute. Putting daughter to bed. He said that. That was like 20 minutes ago. Already been talking for 20 minutes. Crazy.
Yep. I got 14 more minutes on the timer here.
Hmm.
Is there anything specific topics that you wanted to cover?
I mean, I ain't got no ideas. No. No, I think the round robin thing is freaking awesome, dude. I think that'd
Yeah,
be
I think
cool. And
that'd be
maybe that would
dope.
spur some other stuff later on. But I feel like that would be the best one to start with because I feel like that's usually one of the most competitive classes
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
general.
So a couple ideas I had for that, um, just going back to that, we can kind of flesh it out a little bit more, I guess. So I've thought about, um, because there's lots of times when you get a dozen guys committed to something, somebody backs out the last second. Um, thought about something like if you commit, there's buy-in that you gotta pay, basically pay to play.
Hmm.
That way it kind of keeps people from backing out. Um,
Yeah.
because once you commit, you don't get your money back, yada yada. Um, just kind of ups the ante a little bit.
Yeah.
I know I'll never see any of that prize money. I'm not gonna win the thing, but it just gives
Hey
people
man,
more.
we'll whip you in shape. We got this. Oh, there's the devil,
Look who it is. It's the
the
professional
weak boy.
yapper. What you doing there, Slick?
What's up?
You trying to get top rolled Sunday or what?
Not by you, boy.
It's fine. I'll just hook him.
Yeah.
I broke my back. My back is broken, looking ass boy.
Hey
Hey,
man,
once he gets healed up, it's gonna be a long day for Curtis.
it's a
Yeah,
long day now.
especially for left hand for the rest of my life.
I think even right fresh. I think it's a long day for you.
No, yeah, right. You still beat me, right? I'll give you that. But
Yeah.
you get just a little bit tired, and it's me, Papa.
Mm,
Mhm.
God, the sun's bright.
it is. Hey
It's
man,
fine. I'll
close your
bleep
mouth.
that out.
We'll get monetized.
Yeah. Oh, hey, here you go. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop. It's reflecting off
You're
your
gonna
forehead.
blind us, dude, with that.
It really is. It's shiny. Look at that.
Yeah.
Hey, hey,
Hey.
it's fine. I only got 126 followers. I'm not making any money off this yet.
Yeah.
We're about to make it 26 instead of
We're
126.
gonna. So we are pulling Sunday, correct? We're at.
I think. Yeah, I think so.
It's fine, guys. We're just gonna get our practice plans sorted out on this podcast. Just bear
Yeah.
with us. Interesting content.
Yep.
What were
Um,
y'all talking about before I joined?
So basically, I just tossed around an idea, something I've been thinking about for a while. And then the events this weekend kind of rekindled that spark, I guess. But basically, I want to do a 176 round robin for Oklahoma, just to kind of get the rest of our top 10 filled out because we kind of know who the top really 3 or 4 guys are, but really 5 through 10 we have no idea. So that's just kind of an idea I tossed out there to get the rest of it filled out. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I big man, so I'm not in that class, but I mean, it sounds cool. It sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically the top 3 in my eyes are Jeff Hill. He'll be number 1 until he stops arm wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Corey Johnson, I put right by him. And he practices with Jeff, so they're kind of a deadly duo there. Then Isaiah is probably 3. Him or Brody Perkins, 3 or 4. Maybe Isaiah. But then after that, there's lots of us that could kind of fit in that 5 to 10 range. But
Yeah. I think it's the best place to start. I feel like 176 would be the best place to start for that kind of thing. And then maybe
yeah,
we could go on to other ones too, you know?
yeah. And then we could do other weight classes as well. But I kind of have a vested interest in the 176ers.
Obviously.
Yeah. But another idea I had for it, in addition to that buy-in idea, same day weigh-ins. That way we get your true 176ers, not the guys who are 195 that cut down
You getting
for a
spicy there.
tournament. And that includes myself. I'm a little fluffy right now. I'm gonna have to start losing some weight.
You trying to call out Matt Rundle's at
No, I don't think he's ever competed in 176, has he?
No, when I started he was 100%.
Oh, was he?
I
Okay.
think so. I think
Yeah, I
so.
knew. And as long
Corey
as I've
was.
known him, he's been in the 190s, but
Maybe it was 198. Maybe it was 198. Never mind. I lied.
um but yeah, just to get a true kind of gauge who like the true 176ers are. I don't know, just an idea. Um but yeah, I know you guys don't really have any vested interest in that, so we can kind of
No,
go on to other
yeah, I'm gonna
topics.
drop. I want to drop 120 pounds, and I'll join y'all.
Exactly. Hop right in there.
I wouldn't be able to do nothing if I lost that much.
Wheel your deathbed right
Yeah,
into the tournament.
I could probably make it, but I would get absolutely obliterated if I went down that low.
Yeah, go ahead. Come on.
No,
Have you ever pulled Corey Johnson?
me no.
No, no, man, it's humbling.
Yeah.
Humbling. You
Yeah.
want to talk about people with strong hands? That dude's hand is insane.
I don't think I need to pull him. I mean, I've been humbled just pulling Isaiah.
Yeah, I
That
was gonna say
mofo is
Isaiah's
strong as
not far away. I mean,
really.
experience wise, he's a ways away, but strength wise, I mean, Isaiah, is right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can unless I go all in pronation on Isaiah, I can't get him because he's
Yeah,
got really, really good cup containment.
yeah.
So it
No,
is hard to
pulling
stop
Corey
me.
is humbling. I
Really.
can't top roll him. I mean,
No,
not
it's crazy.
right-handed, but left-handed I could, but his left hand is pretty dang good too, though. But
Yeah.
right-handed I can't even top roll him, so I don't know.
So I kind of touched on this with Tommy, but you, Curtis, specifically, are you training for um weren't you supposed to have a match with Tim?
Uh, it was being talked about maybe for
Okay.
that tournament, but there's not enough time because they already were setting up some people for matches before the tournament, and there just wasn't really going to be enough time because what's
Right.
going on is the Chickasha venue, or not Chickasha venue, sorry, the Bricktown venue that it's at.
Yeah.
Um, it's new owners. So it's the
Sure.
same venue as apparently last time it was in that area, but it's new owners and they've like talked to the new owners, but they don't seem as like, I don't know, like from what I gathered from Brandon, they don't really want it to be as long. They don't want it to be drawn out, you know. So
I would
It's a
they want to
tournament.
like
It'll be
they
drawn
want
out.
to cap it, like they want to cap it at a certain time limit, basically, instead of it just kind of like going and going and going and then hanging out and blah blah blah. Like they want it to like hit a certain time frame, I'm guessing, and everybody get out.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So is it still just kind of TBD? Like it'll happen, you just don't know when yet?
Yeah, I mean it'll happen. I've spoke to all parties, and I don't know if Chris will pull me. Oh, Chris Johnson, but he said that he would just basically probably have me
Oh, we
skip
should have
it.
got him on here. Dang it, I didn't think about it.
Yeah, he was talking about it in the big group the other
He's the
day.
one I messaged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he wants to be on it. He didn't even know
He's
about it. He
probably streaming right now on Twitch. He streams like every
yeah,
night.
probably.
No, he's at
But
the
yeah,
grocery store actually, but we'll get him on one day.
Oh, dang.
yeah. But he is technically at like the eighth position because on the 242 class it got all
Yeah, who's on
messed
the
up
supers?
because
I forgot.
Tony left, Tony Tippy, he left the completely and went down to the 198s. And then Tim is just freaking gatekeeping. He doesn't care. If he gets somebody in a super match where he can, hold them after like the first or second round, he's probably gonna beat him.
Yeah.
So he's just like the ultimate little gatekeeper. And then I think I haven't really gathered the with Jeremy
That just
Hooper, but
reminded that just reminded me the gatekeeper, farm truck and Asian off Street Outlaws.
yeah, that's like
Just
the
had a random
original like
flashback there.
yeah, it's like the original term for that, I think.
Yeah.
Not original, but in Oklahoma, I've
Yeah.
heard it the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it that we have to work our way from the bottom, like through each ranked, or like I don't even know, to get ranked?
Unless someone lets you skip, I think, yeah.
Cool.
So like
All right,
Stefan,
Arthur
he's gonna have
Acuna.
that. Yeah. Stefan has that match with Coy. I don't even know if that's his first name. I just seen
Yeah.
the
Corey
whatever
Garcia,
the
yeah. That I
yeah.
think that's
So
gonna be a good match. I don't know.
yeah,
Steven's gonna
it
have his
sounds
hands
like
full
it.
though.
Stefan, boy.
Stefan, sorry.
I've
Sorry, man.
heard,
Don't hurt me.
I've gathered it's Stefan because everyone calls him Steven. He said he doesn't really care, but
Oh, I've always called him Steven. Oh, well, I'm sorry, dude.
I think it's Stefan.
Yeah, I bet
Someone
so.
someone was asking me at the super match thing that I
It
went
is
to.
spelt like that. Now that I think about it, it is spelt like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Someone was asking me and I said, I don't know, ask him. And they were being like that those awkward questions you don't want to ask somebody like how to pronounce her name or something. So I turned
Yeah.
around and was like, "Hey, is it Steven or Stefan?" And he started laughing. I was like, "I don't care, just ask him. It's not a big deal."
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a good match, but it's gonna be hard. He's gonna have to be able to stop Koi, I think, because Koi's super long, like long leverage. Like he's
Yeah.
super, I think mostly outside. He's gonna
I
have to stop
think
him.
his just I think knowledge and kind of technical prowess, I think, is gonna get Steve or Stefan. I keep doing it.
Yeah.
Stefan, he's strong as hell, but just his experience, I think Coy will get him on that alone.
Yeah. What the reason I brought that up though is because like I don't think he's going to be on the ranked 242 list, even though he's beat some people.
Yeah.
I don't think he's technically like on the list. He's just like doing super matches, and then
Right.
I don't know if Coy beat Dale. I can't remember if he really did. I remember Dale hurt himself pulling
He was
Coy.
starting to come back. Like Dale was up like 2-0 or something, and then he was starting to come back. He
Yeah.
started dragging out the war, but I think that was when Dale started to get hurt.
Hmm. Yeah, that's
But
when Dale tore his I can't remember what that thing was called. It's like up in your armpit, like it attaches to your lat section, but it's in your armpit. It's like not technically your lat. It's something weird that he
I think
tore.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a weird name. Psoriasis or something. I don't know what the heck it is.
Yeah.
But
6 years ago, I could tell you what that was.
Yeah.
When I was in school.
I think it should be a good match, though. I think it should be a good
yeah.
match.
Now eventually I bet he's going to go for the list. So I don't know if, some people just let him skip because maybe they've pulled him enough times that they just know that he's, stronger than them and they don't want to
Yeah.
waste time. But I don't know when mine is going to be. I've been told that I could just pull Tim and Chris said he'd let me skip, but I think Chris was just a little beat down
Was
from
Reggie?
Tim.
We need to get Reggie on here. I don't know why he didn't join. Was his a ranking match or no? With
Yeah,
Jake,
Tim and
right?
Chris's. Yeah, when Tim beat him. Yeah.
Well, no,
And
like Reggie did. He had a match with Jake, right? Like, was
no,
that a
no, no,
ranking match or no? Just a
no, that was at the
match?
super. That was a left and right super match.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Say,
he
"Dang,
wants
I'm
to
gonna
be
have
in
to
the
challenge
240.
Reggie first."
It's probably gonna end up being me and Reggie if I don't get a match
Uh,
with Tim because
yeah.
Reggie wants to be 242, and I'm like,
Time to cut weight, Curtis.
I don't gotta cut
Yeah.
weight. Oh, I cut to 200. Be like, see you later, Reggie.
Yeah, they cut
That'd
it
be
198, boy.
dang.
I
Yeah, because
could.
there's no
I'm
220. Yeah.
close. I don't want to. I like
Your
being
hand
fat
is
and
nice
happy.
for 198.
Yeah, but the problem with 198 is there's some people in 198 that kind of get me sometimes, like people that hook and press and stuff. That
Yeah.
Mhm.
messes me up. But I don't know. One of these days I might do it just for
We'll
funsies.
start working on that in practice too. We need to do more like drills and stuff too. We just been trying to get you acclimated to pulling more, I guess.
Yeah.
Except you won't hook with me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do it more and more because that's one of the seems like the best ways to build up containment and side pressure is hooking. So
Well, and it's the endurance aspect of it because usually hooks are you're in there for a while, so you need to just build up that
yeah,
endurance inside.
Yeah.
We got two
yeah. That's
minutes,
why.
by the way. 2
dang.
minutes.
Dang, y'all must have been in here for a minute before I joined.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were.
yeah,
But the problem with me hooking is I always try to pronate out of it on accident
yeah.
because that's just my strong point. So
Well, you want to. I mean, that's your goal, but it don't take nothing for you to pronate out of mine. But you just got to get comfortable
yeah,
being in there.
Yeah.
yeah. I need to
It does
like
waste a
you
lot of
know
energy when you're trying to just straight pronate out of a freaking hook, like when you're on their side of the table. It takes a lot
what
of energy.
Well, I like low handing too, though. So I've been in like slight hook situations, and I can normally get out of it pretty quickly because I just and it just pops out like pretty
Yeah,
quickly because people don't like low
We need
hands.
to
They
have
hate
you
it.
pull against Keegan. Like that would
yeah,
be
Well, I know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was really hoping I was gonna
that would
make it
actually
to
be
that.
interesting. I
I
don't
was
know.
talking to Adrian about that. I just me and Adrian. We were talking about that, and I'm really curious if I would have enough to just not in like a super match, but if I would have enough to like stop him from hooking me, because
Mm,
some people have said that for his weight, his hook is nuts.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you could stop him from hooking you.
yeah.
I can stop Stefan from hooking barely. Takes
Well,
everything I got.
Keegan's right up there. It's
Yeah, that's what
insane.
Adrian said. Now
Yeah,
I can't beat Stefan. I can just stop his hook. That is it. As soon
yeah.
as I like really start torquing on Stefan's hand, he just
Hmm.
goes. "Wah."
Yeah.
That's all it takes for him. He's just like, you know what? Nah, he's not gonna let me do this. I'm just gonna flash pin him.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go
But
ahead and run an outro here. We're out of time already. This has been another episode of the OK Arm Wrestling Podcast. Tommy Smith, Curtis hopped in late here. We'll get another episode out soon for you guys. But for now, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later.